We have something on the show called a long list,
We sure do.
and as much as we try, it never gets any shorter. And sometimes I got to dive into this long list and find something that's been hanging out in there a little
Just
too.
a little too long.
I'm talking about Dark New Day,
Roach Koach.
Podcast.
Cool.
and I'm talking about their debut record, 12 Year Silence. Now you might be saying, Lauren, when this record come out? It came out June 14th, 2005.
All right. So we're in the come down period. We're after 2001. Things have cooled off a bit.
Have cooled off a bit, but I got to tell you, even though it's cooled off, the members of this band, they're hot in them new metal streets.
Hotter than ever.
All right, listen to this, okay? Before I tell you what they do in the band, I'm just going to tell you where they're from.
Okay.
All right? First of all,
Boston.
Brent we have Brent Hestla from Virgo's Merlot. Virgo's Merlot. Clint Lowry of Seven Dust. Troy McLawhorn of Double Drive. Corey Lowry of Stereo Mud and Stuck Mojo. And Will Hunt of Scrape.
Wow. That is a supergroup.
That is a supergroup. You've got all that together. They're all childhood friends,
Oh.
per the Wikipedia. They were initially formed under the name Dark Blue in late 2004. And they all got together and they said, "Boys, we've been doing this thing. We gotta make this record. We gotta do this.
Gotta make this record.
So they started working on it with one Ben Gross. No, Ben Gross, producer Ben Gross, means a lot to me because Ben Gross produced Filter's Title of Record and The Amalgamate, and famously taught Ben Folds where to put the mics when he produced Rockin' the Suburbs. It's a great story. If you can look it up, you can still find it. Ben Folds, making his first solo record, decides he wants to get a real producer this time. Real rock producer. So he gets Ben Gross. Ben's like, all right, let's get in the studio, Ben Folds. Let's do this thing. They start recording, and he goes, whoa, what the fuck you doing, Ben Folds? Where are you putting these mics? You want this to sound good? You want it to sound like ass?
I love that story. Ben Folds had made 4 records at this point.
At this point, you would think Ben Folds was a true professional, knew what he was doing, and Ben Gross walked in and went, "Nuh-uh.
No.
I don't know what you're
What
doing
the fuck
in here.
was that?
But this ain't it. This ain't it." So now the record that we actually have in front of us here, Dark 12 Years Silence, was produced by the band and Justin Thomas. And it isn't really clear in the Wikipedia what happened with the Ben Gross stuff. But they did change their name from Dark Blue to Dark New Day. And maybe Ben was like, I like the old name. I got to get out of here. Who can say? Who can say? Who knows?
Probably, but
Yeah, Ben Gross could say, but
he
we'll never
he declined to comment.
Absolutely.
Because we didn't ask him.
That's right. Now, what do these guys do in the band? Great question. So
I'm always wondering.
Brad Hestla, he's lead vocals. Okay. Clint Lowry, lead guitar and vocals. Troy McLawhorn, rhythm guitar backing vocals. Corey Lowry, bass backing vocals. Will Hunt, drums backing vocals. Guys, you're sensing a theme here, and that's right. I hope you like backing vocals because this album's got them. Okay. This album's got them, all right? You got your front vocals, you got some backing vocals, and everyone's singing. Everybody in the band said, "Can I get a mic?" And they were like, maybe that's what happened. Maybe Ben Gross was getting tired of handing out mics. Because I'm tired of this.
Very possible.
Get your own mics. I'm out of here.
Slams laptop shut.
Slams laptop shut. Let's see. This record was put on Warner Brothers Records.
Okay.
First single, Brother, received moderate airplay on radio and has proven to be a surprise hit. We'll find out once we listen to it how much of a surprise this actually is. The song came pre-installed on the Xbox 360's custom mix playlist. The song Pieces was in the soundtrack for WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006, while Taking Me Alive was featured during the end credits of the 2005 version of House of Wax. Matt, have you seen the 2005 version of House of Wax?
No, but that's a Rob Zombie film, right?
No, I believe this is an Alexandra Aja situation.
Oh, House of a Thousand Corpses is what my dumb brain
Yes, man. Now, similar situation.
misconstrued.
Similar situation. Now, this movie is one Paris Hilton's in it. She gets killed in it. That's what everybody knows about it. This is during that brief period of time when a lot of people were like, Elijah Cuthbert. She could be it.
Next It Girl.
She could be the next It Girl. And
she did that season of 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, she was en route.
She was en route. She's a Girl Next Door. I saw it in theaters. Yeah, it seemed like everything was rolling up, and then I don't know what happened. Hollywood.
Hollywood did. The Machine.
Listen, the Machine, it doesn't make any sense. Maybe she was too hot. Maybe.
She was beautiful. Beautiful woman.
Yes. So, in any event, this film,
feels like a real pervert.
You're a beautiful woman. Matt, just can we get into briefly your admiration for the female form? Can we talk about that for a minute?
God, can I just talk to you about the Mound of Venus?
So, House of Wax, 2005, surprisingly gory film, pretty gnarly. They chopped some fingers off in that movie like it ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing.
Ain't no thing. Anyway, the song Taking Me Alive plays over the end credits of that film. So when you're walking out saying to your friend, that movie is pretty fucking legit, that's what was playing. That's what was playing. You were listening to Dark
yeah.
You get it now. You remember now. Yes. Let's see. This peaked on the U.S. Billboard 200 at 103, and it was number 1 on U.S. Heat Seekers. Yeah. Let's see. We don't have a story on why they named the band what they named it, and that's fine. That's fine.
I have to imagine there was another Deep Blue. Like, that just seems... Even if it was just Deep Blue something we didn't want to be confused with.
Well, I think it was probably somebody said Dark Blue. That's a movie. And also, maybe somebody's just thinking about SEO. They're just like, people are only going to find you if they're looking for a crayon. And that's not what we want. And they said, what about
Dark color swatch?
Exactly. And then somebody said Dark New Day. And then someone else said, oh, so now your acronym is DND? And then somebody walked in and said, all right, I'm getting pizza. What's everybody want? And then they get their pizza orders, and then it was tabled, and they were Dark New Day.
Yep.
That's my guess. Genre tags on Wikipedia: new metal, alternative metal, and hard rock. And I know there was a final note I wanted to mention here. Oh, yeah, we have some critical reviews. I'll start with the positive. Blistering gave it a favorable review. Melodic, I'm assuming this is melodic.com. They gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Ultimate Guitar gave it 9.5 out of 10.
That's a trade I trust.
All Music, The Rare Dissenter, 2 out of 5.
Wow.
Now
they didn't feel it.
The funny thing about this is that over on ultimateguitar.com, they say that this album has, on a scale of 1 to 10, they say this album is a 10 out of 10 for sound. For lyrics, on a scale of 1 to 10, they give this a 10. Now, sound?
10.
10. Lyrics?
The best
10.
I've ever heard. That's what
10?
a 10 means.
10 out of 10. Yes.
I will hear these lyrics today for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be fucking gobsmacked at how amazing they are.
Now here's
now the bar has been set. If they ain't Billy Shakes, I'm going to be so pissed. This review from me is going to be scathing.
Well, man, here's the crazy part. So somehow on ultimateguitar.com, you can get a 10 out of 10 for sound, a 10 out of 10 for lyrics, which I feel is now encompassing the entire album, and get an overall impression of 9. Make it make sense. What is going on? I feel like it should overall impression also be a 10. Why? What's going on here that you go, this sound is 10 out of fucking 10? What about the lyrics? Oh, 10 out of fucking 10. What's your overall impression? Oh shit. Oh fuck, I went too
I don't
far.
like it that much.
Wait, hold on. Shit.
This is a total happy birthday sign. Like just HAP was huge, and then they're like, oh no,
Oh no. This guy's sitting there, he's like,
I gave him
gotta
2 10s.
This guy's, I gotta go home, look my family in the fucking face, and tell them 12 Years Silence by Dark New Day is as good as Dark Side of the Moon. Fuck me.
Oh, I fucked up so bad. Oh God, I made such a mistake. It's a 9. It's a 9. It's not a 10.
It's not a 10, it's a 9.
Sound just means like engineering and the sound and I like the lyrics. They're good. They're a 10 lyric. What's a 10 lyric?
It's funny is it makes it seem like he felt he couldn't go back after typing out the 2 10s. He could have gone back. He could have
999.
He could have 999'd it, or he could have 989'd it. We would have allowed that.
He could have 810'd it.
Yes, absolutely. Amazing.
So these lyrics.
Lyrics.
I'm gunning for these lyrics. These things better blow me away.
Well, Matt, I've got a physical copy here in front of us. Here I have it right here. All right. I picked this up from Second and Charles for a sweet $3.30.
Second and Charles does the do.
They really do. I got to tell you, I always love going to a Second and Charles and seeing how diligent their music section is being monitored. You can go into some of them and you could tell that they got a fucking Gestapo back there, like on it. Like
they
things
are tired.
They're in it. They know it. You go to the eyes, Imbruglia, comma, Natalie. It's fucking there. All right. All right. It's not.
They're
the
tired
end.
of people fucking up the alphabet.
All right. Things are where they're supposed to be. I could tell you that the Second and Charles and in Utica, Michigan, is a little bit of a mixed bag. Their metal section sometimes feels a little neglected. Things can get a little out of hand. I want to say that, but I'm pretty sure that's where I picked this up. And 3:30, I couldn't say no. Like literally, it was almost like they handed it to me when I walked in. They were like, "You're gonna need this."
Here you go. It's $3.30. Don't say no.
Don't say no.
Don't say no. Why would you say no to this?
Why would I say no to that? On the cover, we have what looks to be a big white grand piano.
Yep.
It is in a swamp. There's water around the legs. There's foliage, perhaps some moss growing on it. And it is being played by 2 little children.
I hate this. This cover sucks, and I hate it.
Matt, I love the idea that you're working on a record with your childhood friends, and you said, we're going to put some rippers on this thing. We're going to be rocking out. One of these songs is going to play over the end credits of House of Wax.
Right.
What should go on the front cover? How about a baby girl?
2 kids play piano.
2 kids playing piano? I have a feeling that what it is that a lot of people
they were huge Van Halen fans. They took a look at that For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge cover, and they were like, we want some of that.
Matt, I hate.
Oh, it's the other album. It's not For
balance. It's balance. I know this only because I was literally in a Half Price Books yesterday and saw the For Unlawful
and that's just a red with the VF on it.
Yeah. Balance has the 2 kids on it. No, but I think, Matt, that what they're
so
really
angry
thinking
at
of,
myself.
Don't be mad, Matt, because think about children on the cover of new metal records over the last 10 years of this time period. The Korn album, the other Korn album, the other Korn album.
Yeah, there's that Korn album.
There's that Korn album.
And then there is that Korn album.
Don't remember, Matt, there's that Korn album.
That is true.
So you have that one. And then did I mention that Korn album?
Right.
Either way. So you've got all these Korn albums that all have kids on them. And they were like, why don't we have some kids playing a piano? Has that been done?
No.
And they were like, that's fine. Inside, it's the yellow tent, the band looking very moody in a forest. Everyone largely refusing to look in the camera. It looks like the photographer's like, look at the camera. And they were like,
thank you.
I don't really want to. Clint Lowry said, absolutely not. Looking into the middle distance. Will Hunt said, I will, but my hair's going to be in the way. Brett Hestla, he's looking down, looking at you, browed, as if to say, fine. Troy, Corey, absolutely not. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. I didn't see anything too interesting in the thank yous. I have to say that I was thinking about lately, what am I looking for in thank yous? And I'm realizing that I really think, Matt, that the last really great thank yous that we came across was Hell Yes. Hell
Yeah.
Yes kind
Hell
of
yeah.
fucked the game up for thank yous since
Forever.
they kept thanking alcohol and strippers and barbecue ribs. It was just like, what's going to top this?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, you thanked God and your family? Helvis over here wants to thank the ladies of the landing strip. So maybe go back to the drawing board if you want to get featured here. Matt, I think it's time to dive into this record.
It is absolutely time to dive in.
All right, Matt, you may have heard this song as you walked out of the theater in 2005, House of Wax. It's Taking Me Alive. It's a moody intro.
Okay. I was worried there. I was like, what's going on? I don't dare fast forward because I'll just screw it up and miss the drop into the guitar.
You got to wait. Just imagine that you're in the theater and you're trying to remember where you parked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just dusting popcorn off of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a child playing a piano? Real critique of a child piano player.
Listen, I watch Ronan practice all the time, and sometimes it's slow.
They're just learning. It's a real tool time baseline.
Matt, talk me through your feelings on Taking Me Alive.
Where to begin? I don't like it, and here's why. It feels, for 2005, it feels rote. It feels very paint by numbers. What I will say, okay, let me rewind. Sound 10.
Thank you.
Lyrics 10.
Okay, all right. Overall, though, how do you feel?
4.
Oh, shit. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, it's almost too familiar.
Mm-hmm.
If that's a shitty critique, but it's all I've got in this moment where I just feel like, okay, yeah, that feels like rock track. That definitely, when he screams, I'm in. I liked that part a lot. But the bass line hits me very Tool time. The guitars are pretty standard, straightforward. And now it just feels like hard rock. It doesn't go to Buttsburg. I was like waiting for it to go a little bit more butt. It doesn't go full butt, but there's a whiff of cheeks.
Yes.
And when I'm looking for new and I get butt, I balk a little bit. I'm always like, not what I want right now. I'm looking for chug, and I'm not getting chug. Everything works. It just doesn't work for me.
Now, Matt, I totally agree with you because I wrote in my notes that we have a hint of cheek here. It's just a hint, and it's right there, and then they go into the chorus, and you're like, oh no.
Yeah, when he yells, it's great. I love that.
Great. It takes you out. Yeah. So I wrote in my notes, ominous piano. Is this the piano from the cover? I have to ask. I have
to know. I mean, that is the piano of a green tinted gurney for sure.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I will say that I got a lot of Seven Dust from this, but the brothers Lowry can't help. They can't help. No. They contributed to that sound. They made that sound. I would say the bass is funkier here than I expected. There's a solo at 3:30 that has a lot of riffing and wheedling, which I did enjoy. And I got to say, I gave this the 3 listens, and I got to say, in a car, you're going to get to your destination. You're going to get there. You can get where you need to be. This is pretty good in a car. I will say, I wrote down the lyrics. Take what you want and leave a hole inside. Take everything you need to keep you satisfied. Break everything you see, then try to hide. Take it all, but you're never taking me alive. That's some new metal sentiment right there.
Is that a 10 out of 10 lyric?
That feels like a 10 out of 10 lyric to me, I gotta say. Now, I know everyone's asking, Lauren, Matt, 2005. Does this mean? Yes. Songmeanings.com is back, baby! Music Maniac 32. June 24th, 2005. 4:39 in the morning. This motherfucker's been up.
This motherfucker has been up.
This song has to be about alimony/divorce and or child support. It
Has to
has
be?
to be. It has to. Matt, if you're typing this comment at 4:39 in the fucking morning,
Don't you dare correct me. I am
It has
right.
to be.
It
It has
has to be.
it has to be, especially if you've been spending the previous few hours fretting about how you owe alimony and child
Child
support.
Definitely not a commentary on myself.
This song, okay, I think the Trojan horse lyric is a double entendre. And even though I like the sound of Dark New Day, the story on the album seems to be that of a trailer park family. Just look at Brother. They even mention the happiness of the trailer park. I guess it's not bad, just a little unexpected. There's a pivot there. Also, I love that they're saying that Trojan horse is a double entendre. So I think they think.
Now, walk me through that.
Okay, Matt. I think they think, for one, that this is a 10 out of 10 lyrical situation. One.
Definitely.
Two, when they refer to a Trojan horse as a double entendre, I think they think that Trojan also means condom.
Condom. Yes.
Yes. So when you say to him, I think we got Trojan horse this, he's, oh shit.
Somebody's having sex.
Somebody fucking.
Yeah, that's 100% what he thinks it means.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's probably thinking also smart to wrap it up, because otherwise you may think every song you hear at 4:30 in the morning is about alimony or child support.
This is a boss baby situation.
It might be. It might be. Well, Matt, let's get into the next one.
Okay.
It's the big single. It didn't get a lot of radio play, and yet it was surprisingly a hit, per the judgmental Wikipedia. It's Brother.
Once upon a time I knew everything. It all runs away like a mirror. Once there was a picture of a happy place, but I always kept thinking great.
Okay. All right. Is it an unexpected hit because they were just like, this song sucks? Wait, people like it? Okay.
I will say, Matt, that this one that starts, and I say the beginning.
I love that jug. I love
the
chug.
chug. I love the chug. And then when we get to the chorus, I was of two minds of it. Well, first of all, God, getting ahead of myself. Sound 10 out of 10.
Big times.
Lyrics 10 out of 10.
10.
10 out of 10. Count the fingies.
Yep.
Overall, though, I think I'd give it a 7.
Yes, this one's definitely stronger.
Stronger. When I hear it, though, my first thought is, why would anyone think this is a surprising hit? Because this seems right in there. 2005, 101 WRIF, The Riff, drive time at 5. I want to hit you guys with the new Dark New Day, Brother. Someone's going to fist pump through the ceiling of their car. All right. And also, we're hitting key demographics here. People with brothers, people with sisters. You are covering them. The only people left out here are obviously only children, but even then, they all have friends that they would consider brothers and friends they would consider sisters. And this song is about thinking back to them old days, thinking back to that time. You watch the music video, the whole music video, it's got these shots of young kids playing in the field, and then the band pulling up in their cars and picking up. Here's the thing. It's so wild. It's like I can't tell why some instruments left in the grass, picked up out of the grass, plugged in, others in cases, pulled out of the case, drum set just sitting there. Let's sit down, let's do it. I'm like, I love this. It's kind of all over the place, but then I thought about it. When you go to your friend's house when you're a kid,
Yeah.
what's on the lawn? Somebody's bike,
Yeah.
a ball,
True.
a bowling pin, a toy, something. How'd that get there? You know? So in the same way, leaving a giant chrome shining guitar laying in the grass, evoking the same memories of, did you put away your bike? Did you put away your Ibanez? And in that way, I could see how they're evoking it. Also, if you watch the music video, you will notice that everyone is singing because this song has a lot of backing vocals.
So many
Backing vocals.
2005.
Yes, man.
Man, this totally slots in with the habitually 10 years to 7 years behind rock radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Creed into this, Puddle of Mud into this.
I
You
feel
know
like
what I mean?
listen, this is also like the dawn of a Breaking Benjamin. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the guy in Theory heard this and went, "Ooh, why not me?
Why
not me?
Me.
Yeah. So this feels like it spawned. And I will say, I think I like this better than
True.
either of those bands.
Yep.
And you know what? Though, listen, my exposure to Theory, very little. Yet I still will gladly refer to them by their nickname of Theory. But
Of course.
I like to keep my exposure to Theory as minimal, as little as possible. And I think that's good for everybody. The lyric I wrote down.
But taking a look at 2005 releases, it's an interesting hodgepodge, right?
Mhm.
Like from a new metal standpoint, you got Mesmerize and Hypnotize, System of a Down.
Yeah.
But then you've got our favorite record, From Mars to Sirius by Gojira, comes out 2005.
Great.
Then With Teeth, Nine Inch Nails,
Yes.
Lullabies to Paralyze,
Yes.
you know, Unquestionable Truth, Limp Bizkit.
Mm-hmm.
But then you do have some of these bands that kind of blur lines and do, you know, I don't know, you got a Black Label Society, you got a Bullet for My Valentine, all put out records in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, that doesn't scream the,
But we're
you know what I mean?
It's the in between times, though. You know what I mean? Because we
We're
haven't
definitely, yeah.
This is pre Daughtry. This is pre Hinder. Okay, this is pre a lot of prime butt stuff. Like I said, it's pre Breaking Benjamin. It's pre Theory. You know, when things get
Yeah.
real butt. You know, we're getting a hint of butt because that's all you got right now. People don't know. They're just like, what was that? Is that like a cheek? Did you get cheek? I didn't get any cheek. Okay. Little did they know, cheek was coming. The lyric I wrote down here, when it's something we love that keeps us away, well, it costs even more, and it's so much to pay to have all you here with me. Talking about what it takes to get everybody back together for a guy's weekend. It costs a lot of money, but it's worth it to get everybody in the room. Do you remember? That's what I got from that, is that it's really tough to get everybody together again, because then it costs money because everybody's got jobs, spouses, kids. It's tough to handle all that. You got to get the PTO submitted. So you got to align the PTO. Then you got to talk to your spouse and say, is it okay if I spend some time with the guys? Is it okay if can I do something with them? I'm just me and the guys just doing something. Is it okay? Once you get that squared away, then you have to go to your child and say, hey, I'm going to be gone for a little bit. And they're like, are you going to the moon? Like, why are you talking to me like this? Oh, I'm just going for the weekend. Well, that's fine. Cool. I'll see you later. Oh, I see how it is. All right. Then you go and hang out with your boys. Brother! You sing it all together. Tears streaming.
Just fucking crying your eyes
You
out.
are just like, my face. Have I been in a rainstorm? What has happened? I'm just so happy to see you guys.
My long hair sticking to my tear-soaked face.
Absolutely. In that moment, your hair grows. And I got to say also, I like that the opening strum into the lyric Once Upon a Time, and I wrote, yeah, story time.
10 out of 10 lyric.
10 out of 10. Songmeanings.com. You know people had thoughts about this song, baby. Let's start it off. La Diablo. For our non-Spanish speakers, that means the Diablo. This was posted on May 24th, 2005, 6:58 in the morning. Matt, do you think this motherfucker's been up?
Oh,
Or do
he's
you
been up.
He's been up. Oh, he's been up.
Because there's no way that he woke up at that time and was like, you know what I got to do?
Fire up some brother.
Fire up some brother and get to the boards.
Get to the boards. La Diablo said, I fucking love this song. I don't know about any of you, but I hear a definite Seven Dust influence, probably because this is where Clint disappeared to. I think this song stands for nostalgia, for wanting to go back to a time when things were simpler and choices were less painful, back when things still made sense. La Diablo, send some text, buddy. Send some
Yeah,
text.
check in with some friends, man.
Check in. Absolutely. They want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Halo, except it's the O is a 0.
Oh, good.
May 27, 2005. This is in the afternoon. I think this is like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. This is an awesome song. You can just feel the energy in it. I think it is about how something we love, music, is keeping him away from his family. He'd trade it all to have you all here with me. Before he thought his home was always a great place to leave, but now he realizes it wasn't so bad and he misses it. I love that it's like halfway there. I do agree that he misses it. I don't believe it's being in the band that's keeping him from going back to that. I don't believe it's music. This is once again those same people who are like, Jerry Cantrell had to choose between his career and a lady. He cannot have both. Dark New Day cannot have friends and rock stages from coast to coast. It can't be done.
It's impossible.
Impossible. You can't do it.
I definitely don't follow rock musicians who often post pictures with friends.
You're right. You're right. They don't. They
They
don't.
never do. It's just their lonely, isolated rockin' lives.
They just post pictures of their gear. Their friends are just their pedal boards.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yep.
It's sad.
My best friend is this amp.
PV app, you get me. Taste of Ink 4, July 12th, 2005. This is, I think this is 3:50 in the afternoon. This song is great. I got to see DND a couple weeks ago, and they put on an awesome show. This song especially rocked. I got to meet the band after the show, and they are the most down-to-earth people you'll ever meet. I was really surprised. As for the meaning of this song, I think it's about turning away from your family, like going away and then realizing what you left behind. I'd trade it all to have you all here with me. Pretty much sums up this song. I wish the best to D&D, and I know they're going to be huge someday. This whole album rocks. I suggest going out and getting it. Now, I have suspicions that this might be Street Team, and that is because at the very end, they say, I suggest going out and getting it, except for some reason, now they're doing typos. So suggest is now spelled wrong. And going and getting, they've only got one G. Interesting. Interesting how things have suddenly gotten a little too casual. Like it's realized they flew too close to the sun, sounding like a Street Team. Oh, gotta pivot. I'm just a guy.
We're just going and getting. Going and getting. Everybody knows regular people drop the G constantly.
Always. We just don't have time for it because we're busy, normal people. We've got to get from one place to another, and that G is going to slow us down.
Us the fuck down.
It's going to slow us way down.
All right, we ready?
I know there's one other one I wanted to talk about. Here it is. Jason 26. April 19th, 2006, 10 o'clock in the morning. Missing home and memories, and that's what happens when you're on the road. Hey, FYI, the singer of D&D, Brent Hestla, produced the CD by a new group from Texas called Faction. Check them out. La Diablo said, I didn't know Brett produced Faction CD. I'm on their Street Team too, sticking out tongue emoji. He admits it.
Stinky.
Amazing. I couldn't believe it. I said, I couldn't believe it. I didn't think that would happen.
We knew they were working these boards, and
he knew it. He just came right out and said it. Unbelievable. All right, Matt. This next song, it's called Free.
Didn't need that, but the rest of it I was great with. That was super fun song. Super nice. Like that.
Matt,
you could put that at the end of A House of 1,000 Corpses. Let's go.
Matt, absolutely agree with you. I got to say, this chorus really brings it home for me. But the thing that I thought was most interesting about it was that we just came off of a song that was about how, man, I wish I could go back to see my boys. I wish I could go back to where we used to live. I wish I could go back to that. That's what I miss. And this song's, you need to get the fuck out of your podunk town right now. You got to get free. You got to get out of there. You know what I was just talking about? Listen, I had rose-colored glasses on. I took them off. I realized my mistake. Get out of Dodge. Interesting pivot. Oh, Matt, real quick, where do you rank this on a scale of 1 to 10 on the
Ooh,
sound?
ooh, ooh. Sound easy 10.
Perfect. Great.
Lyrics
Lyrics, where do you stand?
10.
Okay. What's your overall on this?
7.5.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You like this one a little bit more than Brother. Okay.
I like this one more than Brother.
All right.
But here's the deal.
Mhm.
I don't think it was very new. But as a
Mm.
song that hits my ears in the taste that I have, this is
Mhm.
much more aligned with my taste. So I liked it. You know, I would, you know, I like songs like this. Kind of felt more in a, it felt more modern rocky than it did anything
Mhm.
else. You know, if Foo Fighters were to have a song like this, I wouldn't be surprised. You know,
I could see that. I could see that. I mean, listen, I think that they are also someone who would say that it's time to get free, get
Yeah.
out of that town, get on the road, you know. Also, I think Foo Fighters also can appreciate, wanting to get back together with the boys for a fun weekend,
Totally.
you know. I will say right now, it feels like Dave Grohl has never wanted to get out of the house more, you
In
know.
his life.
He's literally listen,
Hey, Post Malone, you want
Nirvana.
to do a Nirvana
Most-
tour?
let me tell you, when that text came on Dave Grohl's phone, he was like, they need Nirvana. I'm one of the main guys. I gotta go. I have to go.
All this text says is, "Hey, Dave." Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
know what that
me.
means.
That
I'm
means it's time for me.
Dave.
I know all the Nirvana songs. I know them all. I was there for them. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye-bye. It's from Lorne Michaels. I know. Into a bush.
Into a bush. I wrote down that this could also be a bad relationship song, but to know for sure, I had to go to songmeanings.com. Now, first, it's La Diablo. They're back. I know what you're saying.
Back.
Lauren, do you have a bucket of water you're going to feed this plant? Listen, I got to read the comments when they come through. La Diablo posted this on June 28th, 2005, 7 o'clock in the morning. I positively adore this song. The music is perfect, and the lyrics are simply brilliant. That's
I said 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for both. I'm not of the right. Now, here we go. I'm not of the right mind to give a true interpretation.
7.5.
7.5. But the part of this song that really catches me is the bridge where Brett says, it's all about the wrong thing. If it doesn't make your heart sing, well, it couldn't be the right place with those tears upon your face. This has to be the most meaningful song on the album to me. Yet at the same time, they are not of the right mind to give a true interpretation. I got to tell you, having that level of self-awareness, to be up at 7 o'clock in the morning, to say that a song is a 10 out of 10, both lyrically and musically, and then realize within that you are not of the right state of mind to
Right.
give a true interpretation.
I'm not the one.
Yeah, because either we can run it this two ways. Either one, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and then they need to go to bed.
Correct.
Can't give a proper interpretation. Or you just woke up. Could you imagine, Matt, waking up, crack of dawn, the alarm goes off, and Catherine turns to you and goes, "Hey, what's free by Dark New Day mean?" You'd be like, "I'm not. Now's not the time."
I'm not a decipherer this early. I will say that it's a 10 out of 10 lyrically, and an easy 10 out of 10 musically, sound wise, I guess. Good night.
Good night. All right, Matt. Here we go.
6:49. Good night.
Here we go. Forever Dreamer says, I love the lyrics to this song. So meaningful. It totally reminds me of a past relationship that I was stuck in, but refused to get out of because I thought the guy cared for me the same way I cared for him. Parentheses, which he didn't. I wish I would have heard this song back then because it would have saved me from a lot of pain. All right. Sometimes songs find you when you need them. And other
That's
times
correct.
songs you find them and you're like, where were you?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you. And the answer was track 3 on Dark New Day. Searching for Myself, December 27th, 2007, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. This song appears to be more about being a prisoner to life rather than a prisoner to a relationship. The concept that we go in cycles, always trying to find something more and never getting enough. In the modern day, we have such a difficult time finding satisfaction, peace, and fulfillment in the world. Although I'm having a hard time with the phrase one red cent. Does anyone know what that means? Now, 3 years later, Batman 101 rolls in and says, Red being the color of blood, to me, the phrase, can you live without one red cent, more or less asks the question whether one can sustain his own existence without harming another in some way at some point in time. This is, I would say, a 10 out of 10 wrong definition delivered from the heart. Amazing. I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Incredible. Incredible. I write two rolls in. 12/29/2007, 3:33 in the morning.
Been up.
Searching for myself. Talking to this person, searching for myself. They say, I think the line, can you live without one red cent, is simple and sincere and otherwise asking, is one more penny in your pocket really going to make life different for you? Is it really going to make you as free and happy as you thought it would? Is it our perception or rejection of life that holds us prisoner? New Year's Eve, 2007. 15 minutes to midnight. Searching for myself says, yeah, good call, I write to, and I really appreciate you helping me out on that. Hey, we're going in the other room. Countdown's coming. Hold on. Someone responded.
Wait.
I didn't know what one red cent meant, and someone responded kindly on song meanings. I have to respond. Wow. Amazing interaction. Amazing interaction. And because I know you love a comment like this, Matt, it's from DZZJJ. Maybe that's DZZ. This is on July 21st, 2009, 3:55 in the afternoon. Honestly, the best song I heard in my life, and I heard a lot. By Black Porch Acoustic Sessions from DND. It has free on it, and it's some other all acoustic. When you say that this is one of the best song you've ever heard in your life, you better have a qualifier. And saying, and I've heard a lot, lets me know I'm in safe hands.
Oh, don't worry. They've heard a lot of songs.
I've heard a lot of songs. And the third song on Dark New Days, 12 Year Silence, best song I ever fucking heard.
In my life.
And me? I've heard a lot.
I've heard a lot of songs.
I heard a lot of songs. I say that it's a gift and a curse. It's just been hearing. I can't
not hear songs.
You can't turn your ears off. Okay, you can shut your eyes and you can shut your mouth and you can plug your nose, but your ears are open.
Always.
Always. You certainly can't put earplugs in. They don't make them. Don't not exist. That's a fake word I made up. You certainly could never plug your ears.
Best song.
Best
and music is always playing.
Always playing. All right, Matt. This next song is called Pieces.
You watch me separate myself from who I really.
Music, 10. Lyrics, 10. Overall, 6.2.
Whoa, Matt. I'm going to have to push back on that. I'm going to bump this up. I'm going to give this a solid 7.8. Because we've got some fantastic new metal math here, Matt. We are cutting into ripping in three. So, how many do they have? I hate to do a surprise SAT on you right now, Matt, but we got two trains, all right? They're leaving at opposite destinations. And one of them, they've been cutting them in two. The other one, they've been ripping them in three.
So now I have 5.
Which one's getting to Philadelphia first? I tell you, I love this. I love this so much because it's like, it almost feels like we're there for the creation of the song. He's like cutting in 2. And someone's
ripping in 3.
Rip them in 3. But then it's the question, are we ripping the 2 cut pieces into 3?
Creating so 3 each?
3 each? 6? 6? 6? 6 pieces?
I love that you're continuing to wait for me for justification for your
Matt. 6?
Sure. Yes.
All
Not
right.
5. 6.
No, it's 6. I like that there's a snipping sound effect up top. Really lay it on. Let us know that listen. We could be talking in a figurative sense, and Dark New Day said, "No, this is literal. We literally cutting. We cutting with scissors." I wrote that this one rips, pun intended. How many times it rips? Up to you. Up to you. It could be ripping 3 times. It could be ripping 6 times. It's great. Now, songmeanings.com, we have some opinions. First of all, Jason, 26, on April 19th, 2006, at 10 o'clock in the morning says, it might infer to what you have to change just to be signed by a record company, and all bands have to change something. So it's like they do not feel they are whole anymore.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I can see that.
All right. Firewalker, August 26, 2005. 3:30 in the afternoon. Wow. Am I the first to post a meaning? First of all,
That's not a meaning.
First of all, kudos to Troy, Clint, and Corey for being in a band together again. I miss Still Rain. I assume that's another band. This song is fairly self-explaining, ... It's basically about someone, girlfriend, boss, best friend, trying to change you for their own devices, destroying you in the process. I love that list. Someone's trying to change you. Your options are girlfriend,
Number 1 with a bullet.
boss,
Yep.
best friend. I gotta say, the best friend throws me.
Yeah.
I really don't think you're ever like, I got this really. This is my boy. He's my best friend of all time. And
But
he's
he also wants to change me.
He's probably trying to change me. He's my best friend, and we meet, and he goes, "I'm gonna fix you." And I'm like, "What? I thought we were just getting beers. What's going on?"
Hey, dude, you gotta change.
What are you saying to me? What
You're a problem.
What, me? Don't cut me in 2 on this.
I'll
Don't
rip
cut me
you
in
with 3. I'll rip you with 3.
Fuck! Oh, my best friend. He's like my boss, or worse, my girlfriend.
I wish it would have been cut me in 2, rip me in 3, tear me in 4, shred me to 5, slice me to 6,
blend me to 7, incinerate me to 8,
frappe me to 9.
And defenestrate me to 10.
That would have been a 10 out of 10.
That would have been a real 10 out of 10. That's a real, like...
If they would have really done all that new metal math.
No. You know what? I'm going to put it out there. Pieces, let's do the 2025 remix where you just keep throwing numbers up.
Keep going. Just
keep going.
Break the construct of the song.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Here's one. This is the commenter Forever Darkness. Posted this on the 4th of July, 2006 at 4:35 in the morning. This motherfucker been up. They said, I also agree with Firewalker. Cool account name, by the way. This is such an awesome song. You should all check out Against Me. Their lyrics are really emotional and honest. My friend got me into them. What the fuck, Forever Darkness? 4:30 in the morning, you roll in here with not a meaning, agreeing with someone just to tell us to listen to Against Me?
No.
Infuriating. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
We're busy.
And finally, Calic on November 20th, 2009, 1:25 in the afternoon. This song is definitely about an ex-GF who wants to sculpt you like a Ken Barbie doll, but you rather be yourself. And we all know this is true because all girls wish that their boyfriends had permanent underwear and no dick. That's what they want. And they will sculpt you constantly. They're like, why don't we just put permanent underpants on you, huh? Have you thought about it?
They're trying to change you.
They're trying to change you, and you're
They're
saying
one
no.
of the people that is always trying to change
They're
you.
number 1 on the docket list, right ahead of your boss and your best friend. I want everybody to talk to their best friend cautiously moving forward and see how they're actually trying to change you. Hey Matt, we should probably get dinner and a movie. I was thinking we go see a Working Man. How's that sound to you?
Well, how are you going to be during the movie? Are you going to be yourself? Or are you going to change?
Matt, I just want to see a movie with you. Stop trying to turn me into someone I'm not.
Oh, sorry. That's how dudes are.
That's just how dudes are.
I don't really know what you needed me to do in that part of the bit.
Matt, I think you did it. And now And now let's talk
I'm
about
really on the struggle bus over here.
it. All right, you know what, Matt? Let's strip it down. Let's strip it all away to the bare bones.
I need help. When do people listen to this? Is it like when they're in the gym or when they're fixing their car? When the fuck do people listen to this? Because I'm trying to find a time in my life where I'm just like, turn that up. And I know that's what it's for, but I fucking can't do it. No. No.
Matt, I'm glad you asked this question. This is a song for when it's time to celebrate that everything is gone. Pull it directly from the lyrics, which are a 10
out of 10.
of 10.
I do
all right?
have to say that there's 10 out of 10 lyrics.
10 out of 10
And the
lyrics.
music is 10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
But the overall for me is like a 2.
All right. I would say overall for me is probably a 3.5. I only say that because I wrote in my notes that this is a butt anthem.
Yeah.
I would say if you love butt rock, this is already, you knew this was coming. You have been listening to this episode and you're like, any minute now, they're going to get to bare bones.
Bare bones.
Any minute now, which is my butt rock. Listen, this ain't just cheek. This ain't just crack. All right. This is the whole
Ass flapping.
it's just out there, baby. All right. It's out in the wind. In the wind. Wafting. It's there. This is a butt anthem. And I mean the lyrics, which are 10 out of 10, I go back to this. I mean, listen to this one. These are lyrics from this song. You never listen. No, you never listen. Never listen. No, you never listen. Anything I ever say at all. You never see them. No, you never see them. You never see them. No, you never see the traps set in your way. But does it really matter if we fall? I got to tell you, your butt rock song, if you have that much, you never listen. No, you never. In the lyrics, I was like,
Yeah.
Is this a song, or did I walk in too early? Am I too early? Are you on the phone? You never listen. I was like, wow. This
In
is
the
amazing.
history of stuff that's not for me, this is so not for me. But like the chorus, I get, but it just feels like that hero song. You know that one where it was like, the hero is here for the day. It was like, oh. These are no thank yous. I don't know, man. There's
Matt,
no grit, I guess. I don't know what the fuck it is.
Matt, here's the thing. We've removed the meat. We're down to just bare bones. All right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're right.
This is a pro skeleton song. All
Very
right?
pro skeleton.
So if you are not if you are somebody who's like circulatory system, anyone, this is not your song. All right. If you are a fan of sinew muscles, if you are a fan of eyeballs and gums and hair, this is not your song. We're strictly bare bones. All right.
Yeah.
Bare bones. All right. Now, songmeanings.com. We have a comment from J Rucko 3230. They posted this on January 24th, 2006, 4:40 in the afternoon. This song to me represents a friendship, lover, or any kind of relationship that just needs to end and you need to start fresh. I love it. This could be about a friendship. It could be about a lover.
Friendships or lovers.
Or third option, any relationship at all ever by any definition.
All interpersonal communication.
This could be about someone who cold called you. This could be about it. Hey, hi. Is this Matt Nas?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Hi, Matt. I'm calling you about your extended warranty.
Hey, I hear you, but why don't we get like raw, like bare bones?
Excuse me, Mr. Nas. Are you asking about bare bones? Mr. Nas, this call is recorded for my safety. I'm gonna have to disconnect.
But this music is a 10.
No, 10. Oh yeah. Did we not mention that?
The sound? 10.
Sound is 10.
The
sound
lyrics?
is
10.
10. Overall, though, you're a 2.
Yeah.
I'm a 3.5.
Yeah.
All right. Up next is, you know what? This is a song, we'll get to what it reminds me of. It's called That's Enough.
Yeah, that is enough.
Just a thief on it.
So, Matt, what I like about this, and really, I wrote on this one that, first of all, when this song started, I was like, this is where we are now, firmly in the butt. But
Yep.
then the chorus happened, and I was like, okay, all right, this is a real big chorus. This chorus is working for me. I'm enjoying this. We're going to the cheap seats.
Mm-hmm.
But that's enough. The statement, that's enough. That is something that your dad says before it's time to go to bed,
Right.
before it's time to leave grandma's house,
Yep.
before, it's time for your friends to leave, whatever. That's what I hear from That's Enough. So I see a song called That's Enough. I'm just imagining my dad like walking in and like,
That's enough.
that's enough. We're turning this movie off. We're turning this TV show off. This video game's done. We're putting these books away. It's time for bed. That's what That's Enough makes me think. And that's just for me. That's just for me. That's my Pavlovian response to a song called That's Enough. It could be about anything, but that's what it's going to be. To me, what's That's Enough about? It's apparently bedtime. Apparently, I'm being put to bed by my dad, even though I'm 43
Too much
years old.
horseplay.
Mm-hmm.
Time to hit the hay.
Hit the hay. That's right. Oh my gosh. Hit the hay, Matt. I'm getting a Pavlovian response to that. Matt, how'd you feel about this one?
Don't we all love the song Hero by Chad Kroeger? Don't we just think that that's a jam that needs to be recreated any which way you possibly can? I wasn't angry at this song. I know what this is. We're in the butt.
Right.
And I felt like this one, compared to the last one where I was just like, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're doing that. Now I'm just like, okay, they're doing that. And it was softer. I would say lyrics, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Song, 10. Overall, 4.
Okay.
I felt like I was a little more prepared. My loins were girded.
Sure.
I don't know. The last one just took the wind out of my sails. I was just fucking
I get it, man.
disheartened. I don't know. Like, hey man, a lot of this journey for me in listening to some of these things has been like exploring the people that this music resonates with and understanding like it helps. And if any fucking song has ever done anything to make your day better, what I say about it doesn't fucking matter at all. And if you're the creator and the artist who writes these songs and they make your life better because it's what you have inside of you, again, what I say doesn't fucking matter at all. But if my ears are hearing it, I have to go, well, that's very much not for me.
Well, Matt, for one, you can't turn your ears off.
Cannot. Impossible.
Impossible. You can't turn them off.
But again, that being said, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I was just saying. Yeah, I was also thinking this is a 10 lyrically, 10 musically. I think overall I give it a 5.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Now, over on songmeanings.com, we have a comment from, I think this person's name is supposed to be Footprint8 or Footprint 8. Possibly. They posted this on January 7th, 2006 at 1:08 in the AM. This motherfucker been up. I can't believe no one has commented. I recently had a falling out with my girlfriend because circumstances do not allow for us to be together right now, but we can still talk. Oh, God,
having her be in Niagara Falls and me being so far away.
So far away. I've gotten upset on several occasions and it blew up. After realizing she is all I need in one way or another, I'd never want to give her up. I think he came to a similar conclusion about someone in his life. It is better off that that person is in his life than not, and he is finally willing to accept it. Couple different angles here we could come from. This person's got an anger problem, and this girl's, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
But I gotta say, when you get real vague and you say, circumstances do not allow for us to be together right now, but we can still talk, I'm like, you posting this from Cell Block 5? Like, where? What are we talking about here, man? You need to give us a little bit more details, or else we're forced to speculate. Another comment's from Super Monkey, August 13th, 2007, 2:48 in the morning. To me, this song describes the struggle of a man to consolidate his identity and views on life after meeting someone who loves him unconditionally. He knows that just by having met this person, he has seen a better life and a new and better potential version of himself. If only he had the strength to be that man. The most powerful element of this song for me is the fact that the writer knows that even if he fails in his endeavor to be a better man, it was worth fighting simply for the chance to be near that one person who changed everything. This is basically saying, I met someone at work, but they work the afternoon shift, and I'm an opener. How can we make this work?
Dear Penthouse Forum, you wouldn't believe what happened to me.
You wouldn't believe what happened to me today. I met a girl.
I met a girl.
Sincerely, that's it.
Yep.
That's it. All right, Matt. Up next, we got Fill Me Again.
Like a postcard picture fading out to desert winter. Once an ocean, now it leaves me gravitated to this and new.
So,
Yeah.
Matt, I gotta ask here, because my first thought was the Fill Me Again gives me, is Dark New Day a Christian band vibes? Because I feel like that's the thing they talk about, filling my cup again, receiving that. I feel like it's the thing, being filled again in this aspect, in this way. A thought I had. Is it in me? Am I still in control? Did it need me? I look around for a soul. What's come over me? Always waiting for the next wave to wash over and fill me again. I mean, you could say it's about addiction. I think that might also work. But
Yep.
also, I could see you on the boards making the case. How do you feel, Matt?
I definitely think that you could make a case. Yeah, I could see that. I don't think that it's a big stretch. When I hear a song like this, you know, I'm wondering, when is it over, and how much more do I have to listen to it? Because I don't want to hear anymore, and I don't have anything new to say. I would like to go home. Our friendship is in a tenuous situation. When is music going to fill our relationship again? When are we going to be okay?
These are good questions to ask.
But
Matt.
musically, 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Lyrics, 10 out of 10.
Okay. Overall.
Faith-wise, cups filling up. And overall, like a 2.
Okay. All right. Songmeanings.com. We have a commenter. Their name is STK. They
Great.
posted this on August 13th, 2005 at 8 o'clock.
My
in the evening.
birthday.
This was posted on your birthday, Matt. This person was not at your party because they were too busy posting. And they started off. But listen, this comment, it's almost like it's a gift for you. 20 years later. Personally, I can't believe no one has commented on such a brilliant song. It could be about drug addiction, parentheses, but aren't all songs in a way? Stop you right there. What?
Dude, everybody knows the Blue Danube Waltz is all about smack. What the fuck are you saying?
Hey, Matt, if you think about it, listen, Matt, this works, okay? We're just going to pick some random songs. Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone. Since I've stopped doing drugs, I've been doing great. Boom, there's one. Could be about addiction. Pick another song. Pick a random song, Matt. Let's see. Let's put it to test.
Okay, Polly by Nirvana.
I gotta get off. She wants cracker. Maybe it's crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
Boom, it works. All right, let's see.
Cry by The Cure.
They don't cry if you get them high on methamphetamines.
Nobody cries on meth.
Nobody does. Matt, you got one more?
Oh yeah, of course. Happy birthday.
Hey, nothing says a happy birthday like black tar heroin. You know what, STK? You're correct. They then go on at extreme length and break down every single lyric in this song. It's quite impressive. And they close it out by saying, that's just what I think, which I really appreciated. And La Diablo rolled back in on September 18th, 2005 at 7:30 in the morning and says, I never particularly understood what they meant in this song, but I think I agree with you, STK. Brilliant post. So
That's great.
that's great. And then Alt F4 said, whatever it's about, it's a great song. They posted that at midnight.
Great.
Whatever, slid across the keyboard. Whatever it's about, it's a great song.
How the fuck can we have 4 songs left?
Matt, because
Jesus Christ.
Because listen, 12 years silence. You got a lot of time to write a lot of songs. All right. A lot of time. The childhood friends.
We
Childhood
listened
friends.
to 20 track albums that moved faster than this.
All right, Matt. Well, listen, Matt, maybe you can lean.
If you got time to lean, you got time to... And you're gonna kind of half chains me, you motherfuckers. I'm so mad. Fuck off. I hate
Woo!
this. This is
Whoa!
a 0 overall. But 10 music,
Okay.
10 lyrics.
Okay, so here's the thing. I believe we've heard a lot of chain zines over the years, but this is the first time that someone has specifically only done Lane and not a Jerry Lane combo.
Yes.
And I was honestly kind of taken. I was like, oh, how about this? Normally it's like we're layering, we're putting them together. It's a Jerry Lane combo. And this one he's like, I'm just going to do Lane. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lean into my lane. For that, I enjoyed it. Also, I like the fact that the opening lyric, by popular demand, you fall to waste again. I like that lyric.
It's a 10 out of 10 lyric.
It's a 10 out of 10 lyric. I mean, no surprise there. Now, Matt, you did fade it out before the big chorus, which I did enjoy. But we don't need the chorus. I would like you to go to 240.
There's no fucking way I'm paying another moment of this song.
Okay, well then I will just tell you that at 240 there's a riff it up section, and I really needed more of this in the album because it's one of those moments.
Did we literally needed more of this in the album?
I think we needed more of this riff it up section.
All right. If there's a redemption arc,
I think so.
I'm firm but fair. I did need more of that in this record. That would have been great.
Because that moment, it gave me that moment, when you see a band live, okay, and you listen, we've seen hundreds of shows, okay, so we know live performance, okay, and
you've seen hundreds of shows.
We've seen hundreds of shows, and you go though, and there's this moment when you've got the guitarist and the bassist, or two guitarists, or what have you, and they lock eyes, and they kind of like we're riffing together, yeah, you and me, man. We're in it. We're rocking. That's how I felt in that moment. I felt the connection there. We're like, yeah, we're rocking right now. We're living the dream right now with these riffs. And I just think this album needs more of it. This album needs more of this. I enjoyed this. This is a 10 out of 10 lyrically. This is a 10 out of 10 musically. I would say overall, I give this one. I'm going to give this one another 7. I'm going to give this a solid 7. That's where I stand on this one.
I still stand at 0. It's still.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, that doesn't surprise me. The moment, here's the thing. You can have a 10 out of 10 lyric and a 10 out of 10 sound.
Yep.
But if there's a chain zine, Matt is immediately hitting you with an overall 0.
That's
it's
correct.
Unfair. I know what you're saying. We get
your
the
foot,
second...
but it's like your foot touching the line. Like it's a fault.
Yeah, it's a fault. Absolutely right. Yeah. It's like a false start. You jump before the starter pistol went off. Yeah, you can't do it.
Can't help it.
That's it for our sports comparisons. Up next, we have Evergreen.
I'm living it my way. I'm living it for myself. It's the things that you don't say about the way that I'm so.
So, Matt, do you think that this song is a "Let Me See Them Lighters" energy type of song?
I do actually. Yeah. This is very praise and worship, I would say. Like it feels lighter. It feels lighters. Yep. I would agree with that.
And it's interesting to go and look at the lyrics. I've been living it my way. I've been living it for myself. It's the things that you don't say about the way that I know you've felt. Everything right in my eyes. Two are one, and as a whole. Pour yourself into my life. I can't feel without your soul. This sounds like we have a troubled relationship. She's leaving, he's staying. Where are you going? I can't feel without your soul. So I said, there's only one group of people that's going to help me get to the bottom of this. It's over in
Song
song
meanings.
meanings.
Yep.
J. Rucko 3230, January 24th, 2006. They posted this at 4:30 in the afternoon. They had this to say. I think it's about a relationship that he knew was what he wanted and needed, but it went sour. And he's just hoping that she'll realize they were meant for each other and she doesn't find anyone or anything to say otherwise and they get back together. Anyone or anything? Is this guy concerned that she's going to meet like a talking animal or something? It's not her friend saying, don't get back with him, he's no good. It's the anthropomorphic elephant. Hey there. Don't get back with him. He's bad news.
Bring Bing Bong back.
She goes to the zoo. Monkeys are throwing shit. Don't get back with him.
Oh my gosh.
Don't do it. Brittany, come back. No, I talked to a fish and he said you're trash.
He said you're no good.
He said you're no good. Shit, she talked to anything and they said that's when you know you're trouble. She's talking to inanimate objects and animals that don't speak and they're saying, no, girl.
Bad news. You're bad news.
You're bad news.
She fucking talked to a fish and through the bubbles. It was like,
Or get your own place.
cohabit.
Oh boy.
boy.
Oh, Matt. We've got a couple left.
Yep.
Do you have any questions for me?
I do have a question about how much time is remaining on this album.
Matt, this album is 45 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm. That was your least enthusiastic. Oh, cool of all time.
Yeah, dude, I am sorry, but like I am struggling here.
Well, it's okay, Matt. You know what, though? What's good to know is that you will heal in time.
Ooh.
There's something every day that keeps on pulling at me.
I don't know. Let me. This is a me problem. This is a me problem. Because I don't like Incubus.
No,
I don't like Alice in Chains.
it's true.
I'm not super into butt rock.
No,
So this shit don't do it for me.
right.
Like,
And yet, though, I believe you would agree, though, this is 10 out of 10 lyrically.
easy. Yeah, 10 out of 10 musically and 10 out of 10 lyrics. Yep,
Okay.
100%.
All right. But overall, though, you only give it
4. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, it's fine. It is fine. Like, the end credits of a movie is exactly where this slots in for me. You know, but it is not. But I'm not buying that soundtrack.
Okay.
You know,
All right. Okay. Now, Matt, this song is asking a question. We're saying heal in time. So I feel this is a bad relationship song. There's 0 comments in song meanings for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But I think things got heated. People said some things that they shouldn't have. Can they fix this? Can they heal in time? But then I'm asking the question. Are they asking about healing over time or healing by a specific date? Is there a deadline to heal? Song meanings really could have come together for me on this one, you know?
I agree.
Yeah. But that's what I say. Can the things said, they can't be unsaid. This is true. Once they're said, they can't be unsaid.
True.
But can you heal in time? And what's the time?
Right.
How much time do you need to heal?
I mean,
This
it just
is-
depends on the wound, right?
I guess it does. I guess it does depend on the
I mean,
wound.
sometimes a wound to the heart never heals.
This is true. That's true. So, I mean, here's the thing. Even if it's a little butt, even if we're dealing with a lot of chainsing, at the time, they're still speaking to a lot of universal experiences that I can definitely listen to the song and go, I get why people connect to this.
Big time. Big time. Again, everything I don't like about it is just it's personal preference. It's just it's not for me.
Right.
The music is a 10. The lyrics are 10s. I think it's very easy to glom onto the sentiments of the record and the songs they're in. I listen to fucking mopey Britpop and I connect to it. And most people find that stuff to be fully insufferable. So, like, I have just a different bag of shit that I listen to.
Right, yeah.
know?
Yeah, and yet at the same time, I don't think you've ever listened to an album by Blur and gone 10 out of 10 lyrics, 10 out of 10 music.
That
You're
is
always
true.
like
Yeah.
you're always like 8.5 at best.
At best. Even Park Life is still, there's a lot of stinkers on Park Life.
Woo! Park Life, you can take it.
You take Catching Strays.
You can get some straight.
Park Life, so what the fuck did I do?
What did I do? I was safe. No
Girls
one's
and Boys
safe.
is on me. I'm fine.
No one's safe. All right, Matt, it's the closer. Follow the sun down.
Watch the hobo give a hand. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Honestly, truly, 10 out of 10 lyrically, 10 out of 10 musically.
Yep.
I'm going to give this one an 8 because I have not read a lot of these comments, but there's a lot of comments. They all talk about this acoustic EP. They all talk about you got to hear these songs acoustically. You gotta hear them stripped down to their bare bones. All right. And I gotta tell you, I hear this one and I was like, yeah, this one at the end, it's like they've been dying to do this the whole fucking time.
Right.
They're like, can we unplug these?
Can we just do Alice in Chains Unplugged?
Can we jar-a-flies it? Please.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. This one I felt to be a very strong closer. I felt that they were really in the pocket on this one.
Dare I say no excuses?
No excuses. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want to say, let me see them lighters. You're going to need to see them lighters because you're following the sundown. Now,
Right. You gotta see.
you got to be able to see. Now, I have to say, though, there is an aspect of the song that gives me a little bit of follow the sundown. Okay, we're going to follow this to the end of the day. But then there's also part of me that's like, follow the sundown, like, till we die? Like, is that where we're going with this?
Are we sundowning?
Are we sundown? Yeah, exactly. Are we making a programming obsolete? Are we removing? Are we telling is this what you send out to your team to let them know we're phasing out Microsoft Teams? We're moving to a different software.
Right. We're on Slack now.
We're on Slack now. Follow the sundown. You know that song that comes up in the chat and you're like, fuck, we're sundowning a new software. God damn it, I just got used to this one. I know my shortcuts. Matt,
Yeah, buddy.
you'll enjoy this comment from J Rucko 3230,
Will
January 24th, 2006, 3:45 in the afternoon. Can't believe no one commented on this song. It's the best
It's true.
on the album. I think
True.
it's about a day that was so great you don't want it to end. Simple as that. And it's really relaxing. So J Rucko 3230 thinks this song is about going to Cedar Point when you're 13. That's what they think this song is about. You never want it to end. You never want it to end.
the Gemini forever.
Oh my gosh, we got in line for Iron Dragon and it just moved. It was so fast. It was like we weren't even waiting. It was so great.
All trains going in full operation.
Oh,
Flew.
it was so amazing. Oh, we went down to the arcade. We played Streets of Rage.
We played that Hercules pinball game. It's a ripoff, but it was fun.
It was sick. Forever Dreamer. March 23rd, 2006. They posted this at 6:30 in the evening. They had this to say.
Okay.
Have you ever had a day that was so great that you never wanted to end? That's exactly what this song is talking about. Not wanting to go on to tomorrow, just stay in that moment when you're happy and everything's all right. I love this song. It's got a great feel to it. I totally agree with you, Matt Zek, smiley face. You might say, Lauren, why are you bringing up Matt Zek? Who's Matt Zek? Good question. He's cited throughout all of these songs. There is no commenter named Matt Zek at any point on any of these.
Account closed.
Yes, they deleted. But this person over and over again, Matt Zek's right. to echo something Matt Zek said earlier. And it's like, who? Why? What did he say? Why is he gone? baffling. Songmeanings.com, get back to me. I didn't know that you could totally delete your comments and account like this and leave us baffled. Because Matt Zech's legacy in the comments for this album, for Dark New Day,
Legendary.
he's a legend. He's a legend. He's beloved. So there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the album 12 Year Silence by Dark New Day. It's now the part of the show where we talk about
Canon talk.
we're talking about the canon. Matt, you are a 10 out of 10 friend,
Oh, thank you.
and you are a 10 out of 10 co-host.
Oh, thank you.
And I think
Overall
overall
is solid 2. Yeah.
Matt, overall, you're a solid 6.5. Don't sell yourself short. Yeah. Matt, where do you stand on this record?
Great that a couple buds got together and put out a good old-fashioned rock and roll record. Unfortunately, it's a style of rock and roll that isn't for me and I don't enjoy. 10 out of 10 music, 10 out of 10 lyrics aside, I found it mostly derivative.
Mm-hmm.
I found that there were easily better versions of all the songs already in existence by this time in 2005. There wasn't anything that was uniquely them that made me feel like, there's this band. It's just was like buds getting together, grabbing their acoustic guitars and jamming, and then putting some studio time and production behind it. I do not feel it's essential. I have already forgotten a majority of the record, and for that reason, nothing for the canon.
All right. So, Matt, I agree with you. This is 10 out of 10 lyrically, 10 out of 10 musically.
Yep.
This is a sturdy album. I was honestly never bored, but I couldn't get over how it often felt like an Uncanny Valley 7 dust. That happened a lot on my listens because I would hear these Lowry Brothers guitars, all right? They can't help it. They can't help it. It's what they sound like. That's what their tuning is. And also, I would say that after initially giving me nu metal vibes, and then hinting at butt rock, then they were like, "No, we're butt, baby," and they
Totally
go
butt.
they go way too deep in there, and then when they come out of it, it's like the damage is done. It's too much
Yep.
butt. It's overwhelming. So I don't have anything for the canon, but I did have a nice time listening to this.
Well, that
because,
makes one of us.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, there you have it.
I had a nice time with you, Lauren.
Oh, thank you, Matt. I
But if you were
appreciate it.
just like, Matt, you've got to listen to this, and we're in the car together, you're going to get like one of these. Cool, when's the good stuff start?
Matt, you got to get down to the bare bones.
No, I don't. Turn it off. Can we
yeah.
please just listen to 2 Chainz together? Can we do that?
Matt, we're definitely going to listen to some 2 Chainz. Absolutely. There you have it. So Dark New Day, nothing for the canon, but you know what? Get together with your brothers. Listen, they're 10 out of 10 musically. They're 10 out of 10 lyrically. And no
And
one
the
can
10
take
out
that
of
away
10
from you.
brothers.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for listening to Roach Koach. Keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon. We're on all of those. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. We have so much fun stuff coming up as we come towards our 9-year anniversary.
Yep.
We're very excited. And we're excited that you're here with us. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.